Hello everyone, Schmidlack here, and welcome back to part 3 of our playing every Castlevania game series. We've arrived in Transylvania on business to destroy forever the curse of the evil Count Dracula. That's right, we are going to be jumping into Castlevania II, Simon's Quest, the third Castlevania game released in 1987 for the NES and Famicom, obviously. Let's just jump into it. This is, I think, an interesting game to be playing right after Vampire Killer. I mean, it makes total sense, as we saw in that previous game, if you watch that video or stream. That is a non-linear interpretation of the original Castlevania. You're going around, you're finding keys, you're opening doors. The one thing it doesn't have that this game does have is a level up system. So this is actually kind of like, in that context, feels like a pretty big, turn this down a little bit, my ears, a pretty big step forward, actually, in terms of the concept they were going for in that game. So it'd be cool to look through this now with that perspective. I have, obviously, if you can't tell by the way I'm talking about it, I have played this game and finished it before. It's been a while, though. So I will absolutely have a guide up with me just to make sure that I stay on the right track. If you haven't played this game before, some things you might start noticing right away, aside from it being non-linear, is it's gonna come any minute here, but there's a day and night cycle, which will basically double the strength of all the enemies, but also will double the hearts that they drop. Hearts are interesting. In this game, they're not just for sub-weapons, they also represent your experience and currency. So if I open this up here, we have a little menu. You can see how long we've been playing at the top. E is for experience, I'm pretty sure. L is your level, so we have not leveled up yet. And we have 10 hearts. The other thing that's kind of interesting about this is there's no, like, there is game overs, but it's not in the same, it's certainly not in the sense that Vampire Killer has, where you have to start the whole damn thing over if you lose 3 lives, which is ridiculous. Game overs in this basically mean you lose the hearts that you have on you. So it resets your experience, I think, and how many hearts you have. So other than that, though, you can die as many times as you need to. This might be, I mean, we'll see as we play through, but of the Castlevania games I have played, this might actually be the easiest one, with one major exception, which is what this game is probably most infamous for, which is has lots of puzzles and secrets. Unfortunately, due to a very poor translation, are damn near impossible to figure out on your own. Certainly the first time I played through this, I had to look stuff up from a guide to make progress. I absolutely got stuck at the same places most people get stuck. So we will see some of those infamous examples as we play through this. My goal is to get, how many hearts do I need here? In this first town here, this first town is, I think, called Jova, if I am correct. Yeah, Jova. There's 2 items we need to get here before we move on. So the first one we already have, which is this white crystal. That's going to let us go to the first mansion, which I'll explain in a minute. And then the other thing I need to get from here is the holy water. I'm just trying to see how many hearts I need. Looks like 50. So we almost have what we need. So I just need to grind a little more and not die. That would be ideal. The holy water is important because it will allow us to break blocks in this game that otherwise would prevent us from getting access to certain items and areas that we need to get to progress in the game. So it is basically a required item. And the other thing I was going to mention, oh right, the structure, the overall structure of this game. So I think actually a comparable game to this in terms of overall structure is Zelda 1, in the sense that the way this game is laid out is it is all these kind of open areas with enemies in them, which interconnect different towns. Like this town, there's a bunch of different towns, but where you kind of like actually make progress is these mansions, which are kind of like the equivalent to dungeons in a Zelda. So there's, I believe, 6 mansions. It might be 5. And then the last mansion is technically Castlevania, the castle where Dracula resides. So we're gonna go to all of these different mansions to collect, for the story of the game, different dismembered parts of Dracula. So we killed Dracula in the first game. I guess he explodes, or I don't know exactly how the dismemberment happens, but different parts of his body are scattered across the lands and for some reason end up in these different mansions. And we need to gather them all, just like the Triforce, so that we can, in the final castle, Castlevania, resurrect him and then immediately kill him again. The story's a little weird. I think the general premise is that Simon here, after killing Dracula in the first game, somehow is afflicted with some sort of disease, mysterious disease or something like that. And apparently the only way he can cure himself of this disease or this curse is to kill Dracula a second time. Alright, so we got daytime now, so the shops are open again. And we definitely should have all the hearts we need. There is another upgrade here that we could get, which is actually to your whip. You buy upgrades to your whip to make it stronger. But I'm actually going to skip it this time because the next best whip is available, I believe, in the next town that we're already heading to. So we'll just target saving up parts to get that. Just be a little bit faster, a little more efficient. Probably should have stopped at the church to get health. That was a mistake. Actually, I might go back because I need to grind anyway, so there's really no downside to doing this. And that way I can heal back up and not lose my experience. It is very helpful to level up because I think the main thing you get is more health, which is nice. I think it might also make you stronger, like more resistant to damage, but I'm not entirely sure what all the level up tweaks. But definitely the boost to health is very, very helpful. We'll head back this way, head to the church, hopefully before night comes. We're heading to the next town, which is called Meros. Just a personal little fun fact, this is the first Castlevania game I ever played. It was kind of a weird introduction to the series. I think I might have mentioned this in an earlier video, maybe the playthrough of Castlevania 1. But the thing that actually turned me on to the series after playing this was the music. I thought the music in this game was awesome, so I went and looked it up and found music from other games in the series. And that ultimately led me to discovering Symphony of the Night, which I played and is still one of my favorite games of all time. So even though this game is definitely a little quirky and rough around the edges in some spots, which we'll probably talk about later, I have to give it a lot of credit because it basically made me want to know what Castlevania is. And I think it gets kind of a bad rap. I mean, the translations are really bad, but I think like the hate it gets is deserved for when it came out. But I think in 2024, with all the access we have to guides and stuff, that's kind of an unfortunate place to be spawned. Alright, there we go. Well, that sucks. Anyway, here's a game over. You can see what that looks like. You just hit continue. We're right back where we started. Unfortunately, I lost my hearts experience, which is pretty frustrating. That's my fault for trying to talk and platform at the same time. But what was I saying? I think in 2024, this game plays a lot better, actually, than it did when it released, because we have access to all the information, all the guides. There are some, I haven't tried them out myself, but I've heard there are some really great mods of this game, ROM hacks that improve the gameplay experience, fix the translation issues, so if you're even remotely interested in this game, I'd say definitely give it a look. It is not as intimidating as maybe it has been made out to be over the years. And just like from a game design perspective, it's really interesting because not a ton of games are open-ended like this, at least for the time. Aside from your really traditional RPGs, like, there aren't a ton, to my knowledge at least, maybe I'm wrong, you can let me know, but there aren't a ton of action games like this that have kind of this open layout. Okay, I think this is where I want to be, because I want to go all the way over here. Stupid. Oh, get out of here. Ugh. This is the downside of skipping the Thorn Whip, is everything is super chunky and hard to kill, but it's alright, we're getting through it. Oh my god, get off me, dude. 4 hits is a lot to ask. That's alright. So here's our first instance of needing the... I believe, is it this? Yeah, here it is. Of needing the holy water. So as you can see that holy water breaks the blocks, so we can pass through here, otherwise we would not be able to come down here. It honestly doesn't really matter to me if I die here, like, I have an insignificant amount of hearts at this point. So, there we just picked up the next item, which is this flame item, which is handy. That's what we came down here for, and now that we've done that, I believe it uses hearts, so we have 42. Yeah, it uses 1 heart per use, so not too bad. Whew, I'm getting rocked, so I gotta get out of here and get an upgrade to this whip sooner rather than later. Spot these blocks back in. Again, if we die, it's not a big deal. It's just gonna spawn us right here anyway, so no progress is really lost. We just lose a few hearts. Not a huge concern. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Alright, we gotta make our way down here some way, somehow. Oh my god, until I get rid of these things, it's gonna be a problem. Alright, thank god, the morning has come. So these guys will only take 2 hits instead of 4. Thank you. Get down this way, I cannot. Nearly there. Again, this is a lot easier if you have the Thorn Whip. You can kill pretty much all this stuff in one shot. But we're through, so we're good. Alright, so now that we're here, this is where we'll get our whip upgrade, and we can also get another item here that'll be helpful. So we need to grind a little bit. So let's go out here. Yeah, it's unfortunate we lost the hearts, but that's all right. Basically, the only downside to that is it's just going to take some time to grind a little bit more here, but this is a good spot to get some hearts early in the game. So, shouldn't take too long. I feel like my it's a little weird. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch through the Konami's Castlevania Anniversary Collection. So I am using a Switch Pro controller wirelessly. There might be a little bit of funkiness. But also this game is just also it's a little clunky, not gonna lie. And in this case, nighttime actually will help us because it'll double the XP, so. One other thing that is kind of interesting, it's pretty much inconsequential outside of just narrative, but there is, similar to Metroid, multiple endings based on how long it takes you to beat the game, and so the time is measured by the number of days and nights that pass. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but there's basically a good ending, an okay ending, and a bad ending. I think it is very likely we will get the okay ending, but we'll see. And if things do not go according to plan, we will very easily get the bad ending. But I'm hoping we will avoid that fate. We'll see what happens. I've never gotten the good ending before. I think you basically have to be a speedrunner to get it. I am certainly not that. And I like to get all the items and stuff, so. Usually take a minute, but. Oh yeah, 83. We're about halfway to where I want to be. Switch this so I don't accidentally use up the hearts. There we go. Okay, we just leveled up, is what that means. So our experience wraps back around to 1. Our level now is 0-1. And you get a free health refill, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so that's good. look like I'm doing any more damage, so I'm pretty sure that's just going to be tied to our whip upgrade. But I think the health meter increased a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, morning is back. See how we're doing on hearts. 165. Alright, we're pretty close. Yeah, so the small ones give you 2 hearts. The big half hearts give you 4, I believe, and a full heart gives you 6, I think. That's the math. So we gotta kill a few more of these, but we're getting there. We're pretty close. Yeah. Just like maybe 10 more. 10 or 11 more. Alright, we're good. Let's get out of here. Down the stairs. Get back into town. So here we are again. There it is. Okay. Knew there was hidden something in here. So here's the dagger item, which I don't want to. I'm pretty sure it uses heart, so I don't want to use it. But it's just like the dagger in the other games. Has its uses. Switch back to the holy water here, because I believe we have another hidden. Going to be in the same spot. Okay, no. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so some of these, the secret blocks are in the floor, some of them they're on the wall. You just gotta kind of spam the holy water and find it. Nothing too crazy. And here's the chain whip. So that's gonna be a pretty big improvement. Be very nice. And we're basically done with the town now, and we can head to the first dungeon slash mansion, which is called Berkeley Mansion. Double checking it's going the right way. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go this way, back up the stairs, and then to the right. I'm pretty sure we walked past the first mansion earlier when we went to go get the flame weapon. The dungeons are slash mansions. I'll just call them mansions since that's what they're called in the game. The mansions are kind of interesting. As I said before, they're kind of similar to the dungeons in Zelda in the sense that the end goal is to basically get a piece of the Triforce. Except for in this game, there isn't, like in Zelda, there's always, pretty much, if I recall, I gotta just not try to platform when that guy is there. It's just a waste of time. I'm just gonna wait for him to leave. Unlike Zelda, the dungeons, or sorry, the mansions don't really have bespoke boss fights, with a couple of exceptions, which also, I don't even know if I'd really truly call those exceptions boss fights. You'll see. It's a little weird. Really, the loop of this. Oh, and by the way, I will point this out. This is why we need the white crystal. If we didn't have this white crystal, this moving platform wouldn't be here. So it is required. But yeah, anyway, the flow of these is basically we need an oak stake, which is a consumable item that allows us to break a container that's holding the piece of Dracula we need to collect at the end of the mansion. It's a little weird. And so each of these mansions actually has a shopkeeper in them who will sell you an oak stake if you have 50 hearts. So that's what we have to do first, is find the merchant and buy an oak stake. We need to have 50 hearts, which we don't have just yet. So hopefully we will get that on our way there. Also, something that is a little bit evil about the mansions is a lot of them, including this very first one, have fake blocks. So you see how the holy water is going through these blocks? They don't go through these. If they're going through these, that's because they're fake. They're not actually there. So there's a lot of nastiness like that throughout this game. Luckily, it's somewhat mitigated, again, by there aren't really game overs. And there's the merchant down there. That's the person we're trying to find, so we're going the right way. I need to go around and back up. And we have just enough parts to get by the oak stake. Yeah, anyway, so the mansion itself is kind of more of the boss than any one particular like boss fight at the end, like in a Zelda dungeon. So anyway, here's the oak stake, we'll buy it. And we'll keep on trucking. I believe we just need to go down this way. Forgot. There is case in point, the fake blocks. So now, unfortunately, we have to go all the way back around. That's my bad. I forgot that those were there. And there's some more right there for you, which is great. The important thing is we got the oak stake, so if we die or game over, it's like not a big deal. It's just annoying. But yeah, I gotta remember not to fall down there next time. But it's really not that far of it does not take that long to get back to where we were. It's just a little frustrating. Definitely recommend getting this whip upgrade before you do this mansion, though. Without it, it is a much rougher experience. You want the chain whip. Definitely want the chain whip. So there's that. I believe we're good now until we get back down there. Oh, god damn it. I thought I had another layer to go. Okay, that's my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The good news, silver lining, we are definitely getting hearts. So that's, you know, not bad. Oh, so we gotta jump over that. That's a fake block. There was another one. I knew it. There is no health pickup as far as I'm aware. Maybe there is and I'm not remembering, but I'm pretty sure there's no health pickup. So you have to, if you want to get your health back up, you either have to level up or go to a church. And unfortunately, not every town has a church. Most of them do, I think, but not everyone. So yeah. This is a little bit of a precarious situation in terms of if we're going to be able to preserve these hearts for the next area. Yeah, honestly, probably the wisest thing to do. This is usually what I do in this game. Is if you can afford it. Invest your hearts after you get to the end of the mansion and get the piece of Dracula that we need here. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. Invest your hearts right away in getting another oak stake. So you can just go right back to that merchant again and buy another oak stake, and that way you don't have to buy it in the next mansion you visit. That'll save a lot of time. So we'll definitely be doing that because you have to manually leave this mansion. Like it's not like Zelda where it'll just magically teleport you back to the entrance after you get the Triforce piece. Like this is gonna make me backtrack all the way through all this stuff again. All right, so this time we're gonna remember. We're not gonna be fooled. Okay, here's where I need to go. And is there any more? We're safe. All right, we're here. Mercifully we're here. Alright, so this is the end of the mansion. This is the piece of Dracula I need to get, but I cannot collect it, as you can see. So that's why we need to come in here, grab the oak stake, and fire it away. We now possess Dracula's rib. So Dracula's rib is actually pretty useful, so we will go ahead and equip it now. It gives us a shield, so fireballs basically we can reflect now. So those like gargoyle guys we saw earlier, we can reflect the projectiles they shoot. Let's jump over this and let's head back this way to go see the merchant again, because I'm very close to dying, so I would rather spend those hearts that I have now before I inevitably get killed on the way out of here. We'll buy another oak stake, and now we don't have to buy one at the next mansion. So that's pretty nice. I guess we'll just go back this way. That's one mansion done. I believe there's 4 more to go. Not counting the final mansion, Castlevania. I hate these guys. These are my least favorite enemy in this entire game. Anyway, that's exactly why we bought the oak stake. Because I knew I was going to almost certainly game over on the way out of this mansion. Let's jump over this guy. Here we go. So you can see we were able to block the fireball that time now that we have Dracula's rib. we're out. It is still nighttime. But anyway. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the next town, which is called Algebra. And that's gonna be all the way to the right. We're gonna have to go through this stuff again. Collecting hearts along the way. Into the cave. How to dodge those bats. It's kind of a mean place to spawn those enemies, but what are you gonna do? Just take the damage and keep on moving. Fortunately, the shield does not block the webs, which is pretty frustrating. Just fireballs, from what I recall. But again, just ignore it, keep moving to the right, we'll be alright. I believe we stay up here. I don't think we want to go down yet. We'll go down there soon, though, I believe. I will not lie, some of the enemies in this game are quite frustrating, but the saving grace is, again, there aren't really game overs, and it doesn't, like, when you game over, you don't teleport to, like, the first town in the game. It keeps you right where you are, so credit where credit's due. I think they realized that that would be way too frustrating to make you start the whole game over, or have to put in a password, or whatever, after you game over. Like, they didn't do that. They just spawn you right back where you are. So that definitely helps smooth out some of the rough edges. We're basically just hanging out. I'm trying to see if I need anything from here. Alright, there are a few things we do need to buy here. So we might as well just grind a little bit. I can't do anything with that right now, but we will soon. Okay. Morning has arrived. First thing we can do, I think, we need to go up here first. And there should be a dude over here that we can talk to. He'll have a different looking sprite from everybody else, so it should be obvious. There he is, the gray guy here. Talk to him, and he'll just, for free, upgrade your white crystal to a blue crystal, which we will need for the next mission. So, that is helpful. Or I guess I should say not for the next mission, but will allow us to get access to the next mission. How many hearts do we have? 66. Let's see if we can afford... Oops. That's what I'd like to do. We'll see. we'll just go ahead and buy this. The other item that I want to get from here, that I was hoping this was going to be, it would just be a little faster, is garlic, which also costs 50 hearts. We don't have 50 hearts now, so we gotta go grind a little bit. It's not a big deal. Just have to do one more night cycle. I'm guessing he'll be down on the left. But the garlic will give us access to another sub-weapon. So I think that's probably... What are these? Oh, is that a church? No, that's just a room. What's in here? This must be shopkeep. Okay. So this one's probably... So this other room, I think, probably has a guy that just gives a hint. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe this is the shopkeep. I'm just gonna check this now just so I know where I'm going next time. Okay, this is the shopkeep on this left side. So that's where we buy the garlic. So we just need to get some hearts. We'll come back. I would really like to find an area to grind that does not have spiders in it. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Things. Definitely not the most efficient way to do this, but I don't want to die and lose my hearts, so I'm just gonna play it safe. Nearly there. Alright. We can actually probably just go into the town now and get what we need, because enemies should spawn in here now that it's nighttime. I'd say for me, this might be the roughest part of the game, is when you kind of get locked out of being able to make progress because of the time of day. Like all the shops being closed. Like I get it conceptually, but it kind of forces you to just be like, alright, well, I just gotta like wait several minutes and grind because I can't do anything else. It's not like a major deal breaker, but I think Symphony of the Night, for example, kind of figures out like how to get around that being an issue. It just there's no day-night cycle. The castle is got the merchant in it. You just go to him when you need to get to him. Doesn't matter what time it is. It just feels a little more streamlined. But you know, I get what they're going for here, and so I respect it. But it just kind of, you know, we just got to kill time now, which is not the most exciting thing in the world. But we are getting lots of hearts, so that's nice. I'm not sure how much experience you need to level up the second level. We have 84 right now, it looks like. Here we go. Alright. Mercifully, the sun has vanquished the horrible night. Alright. Head over here. We should be able to get the garlic we need right here. And we have 2 garlic and 2 laurels, which is great. That's what I want. So the last thing we'll do here before we head to the next mansion. Oh, the other thing, I think, yeah, you can, these are actually signposts, so if you're playing the game without a guide and you want to know where you are, this is how you figure that out. Turn right for the cemetery, turn left for the woods. We're going to head to the cemetery. We'll head to the right. The game, I think there's a hint in the game, but it's like really poorly translated, so... the garlic is specifically for these areas. It's for the cemetery. I think it like tries to hint at that, but basically you just drop a garlic and oh, I did not work. Hold on. Did I do something wrong? There it is. I don't know why he didn't spawn the first time. Anyway, it makes these merchants spawn, and they'll give you a new item. So in this case, we got an improved dagger, the silver knife. So our dagger is just a little better now. It's unfortunate that I wasted one of the garlic, though, because I will need another one. How much? I might just get one more heart here so I can get the garlic. I have to figure out where to get, what other town to get it from. So we'll just do that, we'll grab that. Hopefully we can get back to that merchant before the nighttime comes. That would be unfortunate. Should be fine, I think. Alright, we're good. Garlic. This way, if we die, you know, we won't lose those hearts. We'll have invested them already into something useful, which is good. Alright, so we got the holy water equipped, we got the shield equipped, we got the blue crystal, we're good to go. Oops. I always do that. Alright, we'll head left. We'll head left. We'll head left. Okay, we'll head left, and now we're going towards, I forget what it's called. I think it's a lake. I forget what the name of it is. This is right. Go through this cave. Yeah, this is right, I think. Yuba Lake, that's what it's called. Alright, so this is it. I think this is one of the more infamous parts of this game where people don't know what to do, but this is what the blue crystal's for, so all you have to do is equip this. With the blue crystal equipped, you just come over here. You wait for the menu thing to go away. And then you just kneel, and you hold down to kneel. Hold it for a while. And now we have access to this area. Is there anything else I need to do here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we should just be right at the next mansion now. So we're at mansion number 2, and thankfully, because we bought the oak steak, we don't have to worry about getting another oak steak. We can just head straight on through where we need to go. I believe it's this way. Yeah, so here's a fake wall. That's kind of the trick of this mansion. If you know it's there, it pretty much trivializes it, because it's really easy to just jump through it. I'll head up this way. I think. Is this right? No, actually, I think I just go straight to the right, don't I? Is that it? Well, actually, no, I think I do need to go up. I need to go up, and then we come back this way, I believe. Yeah, for whatever reason in this game, they do a lot of these kind of tough back and forth platforming sections here. You gotta perfectly jump diagonally through that whole space. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little annoying and takes some practice to get used to. You gotta be like just at the right angle. Which, as you can see, I'm failing to do spectacularly. We'll get there. I think I just need to... your sprite can actually be quite a ways off of the platform before you actually fall, so I think you just need to take it. Like, I'll just scoot forward. You can see, like, basically my back foot, as long as it's still on that spot there, we're good. So then you just do this. So we'll take it slow. That way I can just make sure I do this right. Alright. I was trying to be fancy and go through it fast, but the easiest thing is just go slow, line it up, and you should nail it every time. Just fall through here, go to the right, and we're here, no problem. Alright, We grab the oak stake. And that's 2 mansions down. 3 to go, I believe. Now we have Dracula's heart. This item is kind of strange. It does not actually do anything, like from a sub-item perspective, but it will give us access to... Ooh, we got a level up. That's awesome, actually. That's really helpful. It will give us access to an area we need to get to in order to... I can't remember if it's just for an item or if you actually need it to like get to a mansion. I think you need it to actually get to a mansion. Yeah, it's required. That makes sense. It's in a mansion and it's a required item. So we'll just head on out of here, just like we did with the other one. Backtrack on through. I believe the merchant, we have enough parts. I think the merchant is down here. So I think let's go see if we can, yeah, there he is. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get an oak stake here while we can. Then we don't have to worry about it in the next one. Okay, now we have oak stake again. Right. This is probably the toughest part of this mansion, is that little jump on the way back, but it's not too bad. Just like with the other vertical jumps, you just kind of want to make sure you scoot as far off the block as you can before falling. Alright, so from here, where we gotta go? I think from here we're going all the way back to where we started the game. So basically, from here, we're just going to go left forever. Freaking spiders. I don't hate them quite as much as I hate the slime guys, but they're probably right next to him in line. We're good to just keep going this way. We could go down to the town of Veros, but I think it's probably fine to just keep going left here. Because there's a church in Jova, the first town where you start, so we can heal up there before we continue on. timing is actually pretty good, so we should be able to use the church when we get into town. Kill that guy without issue. Let's use our holy water there. Nope. Almost back. Cross this bridge here, and then I think there's maybe one more screen. This is the last screen, and then we'll be in town. Get those guys in one shot now, which is quite nice. Alright. Back in Joba. I think we need to go up to get to the church. Alright, we'll head in here, heal up. Alright, now we're just gonna get down from here. I think I need to go this way to get down, back down. We're just gonna go left from this town though, and that will be basically the rest of the game is. I don't think we ever come back here. Hear that. Oops. Oh, I need to equip the rib. Forgot to put that on. Had the blue crystal still on. Should be good now, though. Alright, and this is where we need the laurels. So the laurels grant temporary invincibility. That way we don't take damage in the poison there. Now we're on the other side. We'll be good to go. Okay, so we have a choice to make here. So let me double check something because I don't remember exactly which is which. So this is where we will equip the heart. So with the heart equipped here, the ferryman here will take us to the next mansion we want to go to. If we didn't have it equipped, he would take us to a different place entirely. And you can tell the difference because his dialogue here will be different. So this means he's taking us to where the next mansion is. And that sound effect, I think, also only plays when he takes you to this area. So anyway, now we can get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. Put the rib back on. And here's the next mansion. However, there is an item we can get before we go here. So let's go see if we can get that first. This little platforming section. The trick here is you want to jump right before it gets to the top. With the exception of this one, you want to jump when you're heading down for this one only. Otherwise, you will overshoot the second block. But for all the others, you want to jump as the block is moving upward and near the top of its trajectory there. These guys suck, and that's all I have to say about it. I don't like fighting birds in any of these old games, and this is no exception here. It's alright, we're almost there. These Medusas turn around. Oh, that was really unfortunate. The Medusas are basically like the eyeballs. They will track you. They won't just move past like they do in the other games. That definitely caught me off guard the first time I played this. So they're pretty annoying, long story short. As most of the enemies in this game are. I think it's fair to say, like, most of the enemies in here are pretty annoying. Anyway, here we are. This was why we came this way. We get a diamond. The diamond is just another sub-weapon. It's kind of similar to the sub-weapon in Symphony of the Night that I think is also a diamond. Thank you, dude. I'm just trying to whip these Medusa heads. I'm not trying to talk to you, bro. Okay, whatever. I'll just have to... As you can see, a pretty annoying enemy, because they just basically sit right on top of you. But anyway, the sub-weapon, which is not useful for here at all, but I'll just demonstrate, it just bounces. So you want to be, like, in an interior section where it'll bounce a bunch of times. There's not, like, a ton of use cases for it, unfortunately, so it's not the best. But, you know, I'm trying to show everything off that I can, so we went and grabbed it. I think if you were just trying to get the best ending of the game and beat it as fast as possible, I'd probably skip it. I don't think it's really that useful, but again, just trying to show everything off. And we're pretty much getting rocks, but that's okay. I don't really care. Have to do this section again, so wait for it to move up and then jump. Again. Again. Wait for it to go down and jump. Up and jump. And jump. I got impatient there. I deserve it. I got too cute and tried to rush the last jump. Oh, well, there you go. That's exactly what happens if you jump while it's moving upward. You overshoot. So there, I've demonstrated how not to do this. Okay, just need to be a little more patient. You definitely want to be holding right as you're jumping too. That's very important. Like hold down right. And then jump. Alright, into the third mansion. We already have the oak stake, so we're just trying to get to the end of the mansion here. This is where the game starts doing this thing where it likes to spawn enemies right on the top of stairs where they just puppy guard it indefinitely. You can be patient and try to wait for them to move, but a lot of times you just gotta get lucky and hope that they behave. I think I'm going the right way. I don't 100% remember this mansion, but I think this is right. feels right. So we stopped spawning the guy. Oh, okay, yeah, the merchant's right here. Okay, cool. So that should be helpful. Quite have enough hearts, but that's alright. And I might be wrong, but I think this might be where the first, quote-unquote, boss of the game is. Let's see. I can't exactly remember if this is the right location or not, but I think it is. Yeah, I think this is it. So we will encounter the first quote-unquote boss, but as you'll see, it's not really a boss, it's just kind of like a more spectacular normal enemy who happens to drop an item. So I think for this, you want to use the flames, and that will hold him in place. And if I recall, it takes forever to kill this guy, so we're almost certainly not going to get him on this attempt, but we'll give it our best. Go. As you can see, the fire kind of, there it is. Okay, so it works. So here we get the gold dagger, I think. Gold, or the golden knife. Oh, yeah, gold dagger. It's just an upgrade to the dagger, which will be useful later, as you will eventually see. This is also, weirdly enough, the only example where they don't say possess. They managed to spell possess correctly here, so shoutouts for, you know, 1 out of 6 ain't bad. And here we are at the end. We grab the oak steak. Nail this. Now I think, is it the eye? Yes, the eyeball. Okay. So we only have 1 health, unfortunately. That's alright. If I can manage to not die... Oh yeah, also he just respawns, which is again why I say he's not really a boss. He's just kind of a normal enemy that just happens to have a lot more health and drops an item. Is this game over? No. Okay, thankfully not. So we still have our hearts. Okay, so now we just want to grind a little bit so we can buy another rogue steak here, because we're right here. But yeah, we're 3 out of 5 mansions done. We're cruising along, making good time. This guy's gonna puppy guard the stairs. Oh, nice. Thanks, dude. Thank you for moving. Yeah, we're still short 12 hearts, unfortunately. Can I go here? Oh yeah, here we go. Just use this knight to grind 1 more time. Alright, we got what we need. We got 50. Put that on over here. Can I get to him from there? I might need to go up. No, I can do this. I can do it. Got our oak steak. I don't know if I can leave this way or not, can I? So, okay, yeah, we gotta go up and around. That's not a big deal. this way? Okay, should be able to go this way. Oh yeah, these are fake. That's right. Okay, I knew there was a way out. Almost done. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I believe this is called Brahms Mansion. Is that right? I think so. Oh, that's fine. It gets the job done. Alright, so we're out of here. So now... we will head out of here. We'll head to the right, and this time we're gonna take the ferryman, but we won't use Dracula's heart. So let's make sure, yep, it's not equipped. So now that it's not equipped, we'll go to a completely different location. So what we need to do is we need to go back to where we started. So we'll jump on here, go back to where we started, and then we'll actually just stay on the ferry and go left again. And that will warp us to a new location. So as you can see, he says, I'll take you to a good place, Different dialogue means we're heading to a different place. We'll actually be heading to a new town, I believe. Can't remember if it has a church or not, but we'll see. So we'll stay on the ferry here. It'll bounce off. We'll go to the left. And now you didn't hear the sound effect like we did last time. It's because we're in a new spot. So here we are. So now we're on the path to New Town. This is Alba, I think. And then a fourth mansion. We need to talk to this guy. So remember when we got the blue crystal? He looked like this. Well, here he is. Again, I'd like to exchange a blue or a red. So again, required to make progress. This will lead us to our second very obnoxious, infamous puzzle. How many hearts we got? We got 34. I might need to grind a bit. So let's see, what other items do we get here? I think we're good on that. Let me pause the game so time doesn't pass. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think we're done here. Because I have what I need. Okay, so we're just gonna go left. We're gonna get out of this town. Well, hold on. Is there a church here? Let me just make sure. Just look up something real quick. Okay, there is a church here. Alright, I think I'm gonna do it. Because we do have, like, an okay amount of experience, and so if we can get a third level up, that would be pretty helpful. And this next area is a little spicy. There's a lot of enemies. So hopefully we can get there before nighttime comes. But yeah, it would be nice to get our health back. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Alright, we made it. No problem. Alright, now we're out of here. Head back down, go to the left. Oh, just in time. We got to the church just in time. This actually will be helpful though, because we can use this to get more XP and heart drops. Grind up a little bit. So it works out. So I'm gonna equip this to deal with these guys. I'm trying to not spawn that slime. It's not working super great for me. This is why I wanted to get the help. Because I knew that was going to go very poorly. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to work out either way. Alright, so we want to go down here first, I think. Is that right? That's right. I think I need to go this way. And let's equip this, because obviously there was hidden blocks there we gotta figure out. Okay. I think I need to jump off of this. So this is the other cemetery. Let's do this for a while. Okay. Very good. Stupid slime. I hate that enemy so much. Oh my god, they're so impossible to kill. If their hitbox was a little bit more forgiving, I think they wouldn't be so bad, but you gotta be so precise to hit them. Oh, do you see that? That movement is crazy. Look at that. Just scroll them off the side. Alright, so we come all the way left here, and now just like we did last time, we will use garlic. Spawns the merchant. Merchant gives us a slip pack. Handy little upgrade that basically gives us more carrying capacity for garlic and whorls. Garlic won't be necessary anymore, I think. I think this is the last cemetery. There might be one more. Maybe I'm forgetting. I think that might be the last one. But the laurels, being able to have more of them, will be very helpful later on. There's an area we will have to traverse a very large poison pit. So being able to carry more than 2 laurels would be very nice. For that, But right now I just want to get the hell away from these slimes. That was my primary goal. Oh, yep, for example. Alright, so now from here... Now we're gonna go to the next town. I don't want to fight those. Dang it. I hate those friggin' things. Okay, nice. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Stay away. Stay away. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now we're in... Oops, wrong button. We're in the town of Ondel. Yeah, there's one very important thing we need to get here, but I don't think I have enough hearts. So we're going to need to do some grinding. So we'll go to the left here. Okay, so we just came from the Saddam Woods, and the left is the Jam Wasteland. Okay. So we'll go to the Jam Wasteland, and I think we should be able to grind a bit here. This actually should help us out. Speed up the grinding a little bit, as long as we don't take unnecessary damage. That is, of course, the risk. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, they take more hits. They take 4 hits. 4 hits. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage to have to do. I'm gonna just be a little careful. Getting a good chunk of parts here, so we're almost where we need to be. Yeah, we're getting 6 hearts every time we pick one of those big ones up, so that is helpful. Oh, nice, we got a level up. That's quite helpful. So that's awesome. And we don't need too many more hearts. Pretty close. Alright, perfect. That's what we need. So we can get out of here and just kind of wait out the rest of this evening. might just hang out here and grind these, whatever these things are, goblins or whatever you want to call them. Zombies. So now we need to find the item that I want to buy here. It's not that guy. So if you see those guys basically give you, like, obscure hints that are supposed to lead you in the right direction, but again, the translation in the original version of this game is pretty rough. So, not that helpful to us, since we already kind of know where we're going. Not what I wanted, but let me see how many hearts we have. 229. We're gonna have to get these anyway, so I might as well just do it and go out to the right and grind a little more. Go to the right because it's just slimes. I don't want to grind those. We'll go left. We'll see. I think the thing I need is actually up that way anyway, so it's probably good to be on the left side. Let's see. Need some hearts. Need some hearts. Need them quickly. Sir. Hopefully this is the right way. This is looking promising. Perfect. This is what we wanted. So this is the Morning Star, which is a very good upgrade for our whip. So now we should be able to take those mummies of phantoms out very easily. Yeah, that's not a hard requirement, but it makes the game much easier going forward from here, and we will even be able to upgrade this very shortly, which we would not otherwise be able to do if we did not have this weapon. So the best weapon in the game, you have to have this, I believe, first. So we'll do da-da-da-da. Okay, so yeah, from here we just need to go left, like we've been doing. Yeah, see, we're killing these mummies in one hit now, like, that's pretty nice. There we go. Alright, and this is what we needed the red crystal for, and this is, again, another one of those infamous moments. But you just get the red crystal. red crystal, excuse me, equipped, and then just like the lake, you kneel and wait. And that's all you gotta do. And I believe we have an oak stake. Yes. Now we're just gonna head straight in. Well, actually, do we have? Okay. Yeah. So there's. This is the 4th mansion out of 5. Actually, is this the one where you do this? Okay. There's the secret once again of this. And once again, we're going to use our holy water to clear ourselves a path here. Yeah, this, the mansions get kind of progressively more mean in terms of the puzzles, quote unquote, which is just, hey, hidden blocks. I think we want to go down, right? Just that easy. So that's 4 out of 5. And that gives us Dracula's nail, which I believe the nail basically lets you, like how we've been using holy water to break blocks, now we can do it with our whip. I think is what the nail is. So now we don't actually need the holy water to break blocks anymore. We can use the whip. It will be just as effective. So you'll see that in action here in a minute. So we come over here. Let's do this, I think. Oh, just kidding. Turns out I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, it's because I don't have it equipped. Here we go. If I have it equipped, now it should work. Yeah, see? Okay, turns out I knew what I was talking about, I just executed poorly. So yeah, now we can break blocks with our whip. We just go to the left. This one's like shockingly easy if you just happen to know that one trick that those blocks are fake. No boss or anything. So from here I think we go left, is that right? Yeah, so now we're gonna go get the best weapon in the game, which will be handy to have. We just head left from here. Yeah, and we're gonna do this again. Just like we did with the blue lake. Yes. Now there's also a red lake. It's very silly, I know. But that's Simon's Quest for you. Okay, so from here, go left. Is this right? This is where we use the nail. Do we have the nail equipped? No, I had the right stone. Yep. Here we go. We break those. Jump on in, and this guy will hook us up. Oops. Alright, so now we have the flame whip. It's the best weapon in the game. It's just that easy. Okay, and then from here... go this way to get to the 5th and final mansion. Just find our way through these guys. It's obnoxious. Luckily, we don't really need hearts anymore, except for to get an oak steak, which is the last bit we'll need. Alright, this is the last kind of tough spot here. Hopefully this is enough. We have 2 laurels. We're gonna need them to get through. Alright, just barely enough to get across. That'll do it. Here we are. We're at the 5th and final mansion. Let's just head right on in. Have to obviously collect enough hearts here to get the oak steak we need. Nice if this guy moved out of our way. Notice it's still taking me 2 hits to kill these guys with the strongest weapon in the game, so that's why it's very nice to have it, because otherwise these dudes are really tanky if you have anything other than this flame whip here. Is this the right way? Not sure. This is right. We got 40 hearts, I think. Is the merchant up here? Yeah, here it is. Alright, we're almost there. That guy would drop a heart. He didn't. Oak steak. Yes, that's the last oak steak we need to buy. Thank God. We're done with doing that. Now we just gotta get down here. Where are these guys? This dude is important because he will give you laurels, and that's going to help us get back across that poison pond. And because of our the silk bag we get 8, so that's more than enough for our purposes. We're good to go now. This section's kind of annoying, but you know, whatever. Just tank your way through it. Which, I mean, don't fall in the spike pit, but don't worry about these projectiles that are shooting up. They're not that bad. this will lead us to the next boss, quote unquote, which is pretty much a pushover. Just hit it when it's spinning, and when it stops spinning, just make sure you have Dracula's rib equipped and just stand there. That's all there is to it. You do have to kill this boss, I believe. I think this one's required, because it will drop an item that we need to get to the final boss. So we now got the magic cross, which I think, forget exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure it will give us access to Castlevania. And we'll use our last oak stake. And boom. Dracula's ring. Now we have all of Dracula's bits, and we can just leave. We don't have to fight this again, because we picked up the cross. I think we can head out this way. This nonsense. That wave game. Alright. We're out. We're done with all the mansions. So this is our last little trip here. So from here we'll go right. We'll have to go back across the poison swamp we came through. Should be pretty straightforward now that we have a bunch of laurels. Right, that's all there is to it. Alright, now from here, double check. I think we're just going back the way we came through here. Alright, back out. Right. Past this mansion. Alright, we're back in town. Definitely stop here to heal up. So, let's head in here. Go to the right. Go to the right. That's so annoying. Stupid fishmen. Ugh. Yeah, you really gotta kill those guys where they get going. Alright, whatever. Again, game overs don't really matter, especially at this point. Like, we don't need to buy anything. We're just trying to get to the right. Let's do portals again. Alright, now we go down these stairs. This takes us to the last town of the game, which is pretty boring because there's nothing really to do there. Just kind of walk through it. This is it. I forget what it's called. Let's just see if we can check out the sign. Can I check this sign out? Brad Graveyard. Look through the woods. It's kind of cool that this one actually has bats in this town. A nice little change from just the normal zombies you usually get. Kind of foretells. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Someone's at my door. Probably just Amazon delivery. Anyway, kind of foretells that we're on the way to Castlevania. It's nice. Yeah, stupid birds. How do I get up here? I forget. I think I just need to use the nail, right? Okay, there we go. I thought so. Alright, we're fine. Alright, so this is the bridge to Castlevania. It's kind of neat. I like this, like, interesting reinterpretation. And so here we are, we're in Castlevania. Looks a little different from the first game, for sure. I guess, theoretically, it looks like this because we blew it up in the first game, so it's definitely very different looking. I think we need holy water. How many hearts are we got? Tons. Oh, I think I need to go up there. That's right. I remember this little bit. Gotta do this and jump over this guy. Alright, here we are. The final confrontation is at hand. And for this, I'm going to equip our gold dagger, or gold knife, whichever it's called. And that's going to be our primary way of getting through this final section here. Here we go. It's that simple. Alright. So we got... What ending did we get? This is the mid-ending. So the bad ending is in black and white. If you get color, that means you either got the good ending or the mid-ending. But we got... Although the confrontation between Simon and Dracula has concluded. Simon couldn't survive his fatal wounds. So yeah, so basically, it's a Pyrrhic victory. You die, killing Dracula again. Castlevania's only hope is a young man who will triumph over evil and rid the city of Dracula's deadly curse. Yeah, I forget. I think it's like 7 day-night cycles you're allowed. 7 or fewer you're allowed to have to get the good ending. So I don't know. We were probably over by 2 or 3. So you got to go pretty fast. You definitely have to skip some of those bonus weapons and things that I got. But I wanted to show off as much of the game as I could. But anyway, that is Castlevania II, Simon's Quest. We'll head on over to the big board and wrap this up with some final thoughts. Yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for this game. Again, like I said, this was my first experience with a Castlevania. I think the kind of amateur hobbyist game designer in me really appreciates what they're trying to do with this, of trying to create a more open-ended experience and lean more into the immersion of, like, you're visiting these towns, you're talking to these townsfolk, they're telling you these stories, they're giving you these riddles. Like, I appreciate what they were going for, even if obviously in retrospect we can see the execution wasn't quite there. But it is neat with context, both from the past and the future of this series, to see this kind of transition point of where they're trying to figure out how to make this kind of game. You know, you see Vampire Killer, and they have this kind of non-linear, open-ended version of the original Castlevania. It's really rough around the edges, though. Only 3 lives to beat the whole thing. It's very just find the key, go through the door. It's very surface level. They evolve it here. This is much more like you're talking to people, you're getting dialogue from different NPCs, you're trying to puzzle things out, you're getting upgraded weapons, you're getting sub-weapons that actually have specific purposes. Like, this is absolutely a step in the right direction, even if in the moment in time when it came out, because of the translation issues and other design choices, it maybe didn't quite stick the landing at the time. But can definitely appreciate it and see the groundwork it's laying for later games like Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Clearly are progressions of this formula that starts here. So I think it's a really neat game from a historical perspective. It's, if you play it with a guide, it's not that I mean, it's honestly probably the easiest game in the series, I think. Because dying really doesn't do anything except waste time. Like, you lose a little bit of time because you lose hearts and you'll have to grind them back up. But outside of that, like, the bosses are kind of pushovers. That's probably the biggest other critique I have with this game is just the balance is off. You know, it's in some spots, it's way too easy. And then obviously in other spots with the translation issues and some of the level design, it's just too opaque. Like the hidden block stuff, if you don't know where that is, you could be stuck in those mansions searching forever. And so, but anyway, that's my thoughts. Castlevania II, Simon's Quest. I think it's a neat game. Thanks for hanging out and watching. We'll be heading into what's next. Let me look it up real quick. I think next is going to be an interesting one. It's a game in the series I've never played before. Just confirm that this is right. Yes, Haunted Castle, which is an arcade-only game in the Castlevania series. I've never played it. I know that it has a pretty infamous reputation, so I'm a little concerned about that, but never touched it. I know that there is a remake or a re-envisioning of it that is about to come out in this new collection Konami put out. I think it's called the Dominus Collection. Is that right? Yeah. Haunted Castle Revisited. So that will probably actually be the last Castlevania game we play in this series. So we'll get a sneak peek of the source material coming up here in our 4th installment. But until then, appreciate you hanging out. If you want to see more content like this, you can find me on twitch.tv/Schmidlack. We'll be streaming more Castlevania games throughout the month. And if you want to catch the YouTube videos, hang out here, consider subscribing to the channel, and you'll get an alert when the next one comes up. But until then, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see ya in the next one.